Well, hello there and welcome. This is a showcase video of the Shulker-Based bulk storage solution that I use in my base. Showcase means that I'm not going to provide a block-by-block tutorial. Instead, I'm going to include a world download and a Lightmatica schematic down in the description, but this is a one-wide tileable design. So if you don't have access to Lightmatica, you should be able to just take a screenshot or two. It's not very complicated what's going on here. It looks a little bit complicated. It's mostly just big. There's not really anything super technical, and this is just a tileable design. So I wasn't sure if a full tutorial was going to be necessary. They take quite a bit longer to make block by block tutorials, so I thought I'd try out this showcase style. Let me know if you think you need a full tutorial or anything like that down in the description, but I wanted to test out this format and see if people liked it. So the way that the system works is that you would have water right here, and that's where your items would go. We've got sorters that would pick out each individual item for each row. They would send them down into a Shulker Box Loader right here. Filled Shulker boxes would go into these chests. We've got 3 double chests of storage, which should hold over 300,000 items. And then the filled Shulker boxes end up right here. And then below it, we've got a Shulker Box Dispenser, so that from the front side, you have access to filled Shulker boxes as well as individual items. So I can come up here, I can grab a Shulker box out of the chest up here, and I can also grab individual items out of the Shulker box down here. And if this Shulker box becomes empty, it will automatically dispense another one in its place. This system is comprised of 3 different modules. There is the sorting system up here. It looks a little funky, but it is basically just a standard sorting system. You can use a standard sorter here, but I was trying to minimize the number of hoppers. This system only has 2 hoppers. This one has 3 in order to avoid having a redstone signal that would cross this signal right here, or this block being in the way. This one has to have 3. This one's a little bit shorter, so this one's 1 block taller. This one is wider and a little bit more expensive. It's up to you which version you want to use. I've included both in the world download, but they're basically both exactly the same concept of a sorting system. And then down here we've got the Shulker Box Loader. This is ilmango's Shulker Box Loader, but I've modified it slightly. We've got this system right here that will actually hold this hopper right here, so you will have a stream of Shulker boxes going across. This system will require quite a few Shulker boxes. I mean, if you're using Shulker boxes for bulk storage, that's going to be expected, but I wanted to minimize that number. So each individual row is only holding 3. We've got 1 in this hopper, 1 in this dispenser, and 1 right there. If we weren't holding this hopper, you'd have 5 here, 9 there, a total of 19, 20 Shulker boxes per row, plus the 5 up here. This one has the 5 up here, but then only 3. It's much more efficient with how it uses up the Shulker boxes. And then we've got our storage down here leading into the 3rd module, which is the Shulker Box Dispenser. And this is based on Pallapalla's design, but again, I have modified it because Pallapalla's design would greedily pull all the Shulker boxes down into this hopper and this dispenser. It would take 15 Shulker boxes of filled items before you'd even see a Shulker box in this chest up here, and I didn't want that. This one holds 1 extra. It does require 1 in the dispenser, otherwise there's not enough time for it to get down there for it to be dispensed in time, but it only holds 1 extra. So you got 1 filled here, 1 filled here, and then all the rest of your filled Shulker boxes are accessible up there. Setting up the sorter is really easy. You just need to put the items that you want to sort into the first slot, and then in the last 4 slots you want to put some sort of, most likely a renamed item. So I've renamed Netherrack here, and then it will funnel down until it gets to 40 items, and then it'll stop. And that's all you have to do to set up the sorter. And we can see down here, those items have come down into the Shulker box. Setting up the Shulker Box Loader does require that you prime it. If there are no Shulker boxes in the system, it will not automatically dispense one and start filling it. You've got to actually get them into the system. The easiest way to do that would probably be to scaffolding up and hit this note block 3 times. And you should end up with 2 Shulker boxes in the dispenser. Pull 1 out and place it right there, and then you've got the system all primed up. You could also just come through and place the Shulker box there, put a Shulker box in the dispenser, and put a Shulker box back here as well, and that would prime the system. But if you ever run dry on Shulker boxes, like you completely run out and one of the system doesn't have any in it, the easiest way to reset that is just come through, hit the note block 3 times, grab the Shulker box out of the dispenser and place it, and that will prime that system. The Shulker Box Dispenser needs to be primed as well. If you're just now starting out, or if you run dry on items, then you will need to prime the system. If you got carpet here, you will need to remove it. And then the easiest way to prime it would be to place a Shulker box in there, put an item in it, and remove it. And it will cycle that, and you'll have to do that twice. Put an item in, remove it, and it will cycle it, and now it is primed the system. It's got the Shulker box there, and it's also put the Shulker box into there, and then you can put your carpet back. And we've just got a row of hoppers that leads down to the end, and then there's a chest. You might have your own system. This is where the items would end up, as well as the carpet if you just crack that in survival mode. So that's it for the showcase of this bulk storage system. Let me know if you have any questions down in the description. I hope you enjoyed this showcase, and I hope to see you again real soon. Bye now.